Thanks to the memorable characters they brought to life on the big screen and on our TVs, these actors will never really leave us. In fact, they'll always be there, exactly the way we remember them. They'll never be more than a few clicks away. Former child actor Jon Paul Steuer, who played a young Klingon on Star Trek The Next Generation, died on January 1st at the age of 33. Steuer began professionally acting at the age of 4 and was the first actor to play Alexander, the mostly Klingon son of Worf on Star Trek The Next Generation. He portrayed the character in one episode, Reunion, and other actors went on to play the role at various ages.
Why can't I stay with you?
You deserve a home.
He's perhaps best known for playing Brett Butler's eldest son on the sitcom Grace Under Fire from 1993 until leaving the show in 1996.
You're not sitting up here making plans to be dysfunctional, are you?
What's dysfunctional?
He later said he quit acting in part because of Butler's erratic behavior and controversy surrounding the series. His death was announced on the Facebook page of the rock band Problems, in which Steuer sang under the name Johnny P. Jules for about a year.
Watch out for Salami Sam!
Former child actor Joseph Wayne Miller made his breakthrough in the 1995 comedy Heavyweights. According to TMZ, he died in his sleep on January 9th at the age of 36. Miller played the character of Salami Sam in Heavyweights, which was co-written and produced by Judd Apatow. In a statement to Page 6, Apatow said, "We could not have loved spending time with him more. He made everyone around him so happy. What a terrible loss."
Hey, what's up? I'm Verne Troyer.
Verne Troyer stood at 2 feet 8 inches and was born with achondroplasia dwarfism, a condition that causes cartilage to not properly convert to bones, often resulting in undersized arms and legs. In 2012, he told Jonathan Ross,
You're born kind of proportioned, and you look pretty much normal, except for being small.
He grew up in an Amish community in Michigan and achieved fame when he debuted opposite Mike Myers in 1999's Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. Troyer had more than 50 acting credits in movies and on television, including roles as Griphook in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Coach Punch Jerkoff in The Love Guru. Verne Troyer died on April 21st at the age of 49. According to People, his death was noted by the coroner as possibly being a suicide via alcohol poisoning. An announcement on Troyer's Facebook page read, "It is with great sadness and incredibly heavy hearts to write that Verne passed away today. Verne was an extremely caring individual. He wanted to make everyone smile, be happy, and laugh." Actress Pamela Gidley passed away at the age of 52 on April 16th, dying peacefully in her New Hampshire home. An actress since 1986, Gidley's debut role was in the skateboarding movie Thrashin', in which she starred alongside childhood friend Sherilyn Fenn and Josh Brolin.
He says they pay $1,000 to the winner of some race.
It's no little race, it's a downhill.
Early in her career, the model-turned-actress played an android in the cult sci-fi comedy movie Cherry 2000. She went on to have a notable role in the 1992 Twin Peaks prequel film Fire Walk with Me. In 1992, Gidley had a regular role on the buddy cop series Angel Street on CBS, starring opposite Robin Givens as a Chicago homicide detective. Her last credited role was in Twin Peaks: The Missing Pieces, a long-lost compilation of extended and deleted scenes from Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Perhaps best known for playing Lois Lane in the Superman film series, actress Margot Kidder died on May 13, 2018, at her home in Montana. She was 69 years old. Kidder moved to Los Angeles shortly after graduating high school in order to pursue acting.
In the late 60s, the whole idea was to get wildly out of control and see how far you could go before you crashed.
In 1972, she moved to New York City and scored a role in the Brian De Palma movie Sisters, a critically acclaimed psychological thriller. But her on-screen coupling with Superman, played by Christopher Reeve, really put her on the map.
Should we get on with the interview?
Yes, let's get on.
The romance between the two characters played out across 4 films between 1978 and 1987. Kidder was known for a variety of other roles, with performances in the horror movies Black Christmas and The Amityville Horror. The actress suffered from mental illness all her life, and a 1996 bipolar episode led to a high-profile disappearance. She opened up about her struggle to Canada AM in 2003.
I attempted suicide several times, yeah. I just always assumed I'd never get to be this old. I'm a grandmother now.
As she told the Idaho Press Tribune in 2017, she remained actively involved in causes she believed in, protesting against war and the excesses of the energy industry.
I've mostly been doing political activism. I was at Standing Rock in a tent for 4 months.
Anthony Bourdain was a writer, presenter, producer, and performer who helped shape how we see international food culture. He died on June 8th in France at the age of 61. Bourdain rose to prominence in 2000 on the back of his best-selling book, Kitchen Confidential: Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly. By the time it was published, he'd already gathered more than 20 years of experience in the kitchen, and his unapologetic attitude and confessional style helped endear him to a large audience.
Detoxing from what? From a heroin addict? I mean, just go home and do some more heroin.
The book was adapted into a television series in 2005 starring Bradley Cooper as a bad boy chef based on Bourdain himself. That image helped make Bourdain a charismatic presence on the international food scene. He started appearing on television as the host of Food Network's A Cook's Tour, an adaptation of Bourdain's second book. Bourdain continued his career as a host with the series No Reservations, The Layover, and Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown. His notoriety also led to winking cameo appearances in film and television, with Bourdain appearing as himself in the 2015 film The Big Short.
It's not old fish, it's a whole new thing. That is a CDO.
He was decorated with awards from the entertainment industry for his work, earning 5 Emmys and a Peabody Award. Bourdain tragically died of an apparent suicide by hanging, his body discovered by a friend and colleague in his France hotel room on the morning of June 8th. During his life, the chef made no secret of his struggles with depression and history of self-destructive behavior, remarking in one 2016 interview, "I should have died in my 20s. Burt Reynolds was a movie star known for his displays of genial charm and unique charisma over the course of his storied 50-year career. He died on September 6th at the age of 82. Born on February 11th, 1936, Reynolds began his career on Broadway and television shows. He went on to leave his mark on American cinema through appearances in a number of successful films, including Deliverance, The Longest Yard, and Smokey and the Bandit.
We have a big chance to make a run for some big bucks. 80,000 of them.
His outsized persona and sex symbol status made him a fixture of pop culture in the 1970s and 80s, and he enjoyed wild success between 1978 and 1982 as the industry's top-grossing movie star. Despite his natural talents as a box office draw, Reynolds spent much of his career seeking validation as an actor, rarely earning much critical respect for his performances. In his 2015 memoir, he claimed he didn't start challenging himself as a performer until he was older, being more interested in leading an exciting life than cultivating a body of work. For his work in Boogie Nights, he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He lost the Oscar, but won a Golden Globe. He also won 2 Golden Globes and an Emmy for his work on the comedy series Evening Shade.
We got this far somehow. You can believe somehow.
October is a month that's been associated with The Walking Dead for many years now, but in 2018, it brought unwelcome news for fans of the show. Just one day before the 9th season premiere on October 7th, actor Scott Wilson passed away after a battle with cancer. The actor, who portrayed farmer Herschel Green between 2011 and 2014, was 76. Wilson was a lead cast member in seasons 3 and 4, and he became a popular figure among the cast and crew. His passing was announced on The Walking Dead's official Twitter account. "Our thoughts are with his family and friends. Rest in paradise, Scott. We love you." In an official statement, AMC said that Herschel was always at the emotional core of The Walking Dead, and that he continues to inform our characters' choices to this day, long after his death. If you're from Northeastern America, you'll probably recognize the late James Caron's face, even if you never knew his name until now. The character actor will be forever remembered as the Pathmark Man because of an advertising campaign for Pathmark supermarkets that lasted almost 2 decades.
So come to Pathmark. Come to number 1. 24 hours a day for value and savings overall.
Karen actually lived in Los Angeles, miles away from the nearest Pathmark store. He passed away at the age of 94 in his LA home. The Pennsylvania native also popped up in hundreds of Hollywood movies over the years, including Return of the Living Dead and 1982's Poltergeist. Good buddy George Clooney claims Karen once tricked him into writing his obituary prematurely, saying, "He just wanted to know what everybody thought about him while he was still around. He got a bunch of people to do it." Emma Chambers, the British actress known for the romantic comedy Notting Hill, died February 21st at the age of 53. According to the BBC, she died of natural causes.
This is one of those key moments in life when it's possible you can be really genuinely cool, and I'm going to fail just 100%.
Her breakthrough came in 1994 when she starred in the BBC miniseries based on Charles Dickens' Martin Chuzzlewit. She also played village church verger Alice Tinker on the popular BBC comedy The Vicar of Dibley, appearing in all 20 episodes of the show through 2007. American audiences probably remember her best as Honey, the eccentric younger sister of Hugh Grant's character in 1999's Notting Hill. She also played Helen Yardley on the TV series How Do You Want Me? From 1998 to 1999. Stan Lee became such a beloved figure, not only with comics fans, but among everyone in general, with his down-to-earth style and folky mannerisms. We all knew he wasn't in great health, but still, in November 2018, when his own epic arc came to an end at the age of 95, we were all crushed. Born in 1922, Lee's first gig at the age of 17 was as a gopher at Timely Publications. Comic books were far from mainstream at the time, but the success of Superman over DC Comics gave owner Martin Goodman hope. He tasked Lee with writing a story for Captain America #3, and within the span of 2 years, the youngster had become editor-in-chief at Timely, later known as Marvel Comics. From his cluttered office in Manhattan, Lee helped create numerous classic comic book characters and superhero teams, from Spider-Man and Black Panther to the Fantastic Four and, of course, the Avengers. Lee famously made short but sweet cameo appearances in Marvel movies, with his personal favorite being the time Thor got him blind drunk in Avengers Age of Ultron.
Excelsior.
He told Playboy in 2014, "Keep moving forward, and if it's time to go, it's time. Nothing lasts forever." It's difficult to overstate just how much Hollywood owes to Penny Marshall, who died on December 17th at the age of 75 due to complications from diabetes. Her status as a legend would have been cemented if she'd only been known for being one half of the popular TV duo Laverne and Shirley. But that was only the beginning, as her impact on television and film went much, much further. She became a true trailblazer for women in show business when she directed the Tom Hanks star-making vehicle Big, which was the first female-directed film to gross more than $100 million. And just a few years later, she directed A League of Their Own, which the Library of Congress selected for preservation in the National Film Registry in 2012 for its cultural significance. Sadly, these aren't the only actors who left us in 2018. Here's a look at some of the many stars who enhanced our lives before leaving us all too soon. Jerry Van Dyke, Reg E. Cathy, John Mahoney, David Ogden Stiers, Stephen Hawking, Dushan Monique Brown, Donnelly Rhodes, Connie Sawyer, Mark Salling, Robert Dowdle, John Gavin, Debbie Lee Carrington, Dorothy Malone, Vic Damone, Harry Anderson, R. Lee Ermey, Mickey Jones, Nanette Fabre, Susan Anspach, Joseph Campanella, Robert Mandan, Eunice Gayson, Stanley Anderson, Tab Hunter, Elmarie Wendell, Mary Carlisle, Charlotte Ray, Stefan Carl Stephenson, Robin Leach, Barbara Harris, Clint Walker, Vanessa Marquez, Susan Brown, Carol Shelley, Bradford Dillman, Doreen Tracy, Christopher Kennedy Lawford, Bill Daly, Peter Benson, Derek O'Connor, Gloria Jean, Alan Ann McLeary, Peter Donat, Al Matthews, James Jimmy Karen, Diana Soul, Yvonne Sewer, Marin Mazzi, Jackson Odell, Ricky J., Peter Masterson, Frank Adonis. If you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That number again is 1-800-273-8255.